high school football playoffs just 2 weeks away, lots of teams are trying to build momentum as they head into the postseason. One Boston City team whose momentum continues to gain steam is the Brighton Bengals. The Bengals entered Friday with a 5-0 record and look to continue their undefeated run against a rejuvenated New Mission Titans team who took down previously undefeated Boston English last week. Let's head to White Stadium for this one. There you see Brighton running back Dexter Andrews. He has 911 rushing yards coming into this game. We're going to pick it up in the first quarter. It's Andrews taking a 12-yard run to the outside. He gets Brighton deep into New Mission territory on that run. Then from the 6, it's Andrews. Just relentless running the football. He takes it in for the score. Also got the 2-point conversion, so Brighton started with the lead at 8-0. Early in the second quarter now, New Mission with their opening drive. Stephen Thomas rumbles to the 12. He had a big game for New Mission as they get inside the red zone. Then from the 12, it's Simon Jean, the quarterback keeper. He races past everyone for the touchdown. New Mission would not get the 2-point conversion, so they would trail 8-6. Later on in the second, Brighton's quarterback, True Bray, takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Good run for him right here. He had 105 yards rushing on the night for the Brighton Bengals. And from the 8-yard line, it's Dexter Andrews again. He would not be denied for his second touchdown run of the game. Tough run there for Dexter as Brighton goes up 16-6 at the half. New Mission's opening drive of the third quarter. Stephen Thomas shaking off half of Brighton's defense. He goes in for the 21-yard touchdown run, cuts the Bengals lead down to 4. We're going to fast forward to the fourth quarter. New Mission driving, 15-yard carry right here as, once again, Thomas gets to the outside, brings it down to the 16-yard line. Titans looking to get in to score, but they cough up the football right there. Tough break for the Titans as Brighton recovers at the 18-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go, same score. Brighton forced a punt. New Mission would muff the punt right around the 20. The Bengals would recover there late in the fourth quarter. So 2 tough turnovers for the New Mission Titans. Then from the 6, who's going to get the football? Of course, it's Dexter Andrews. This time he glides into the end zone for his third touchdown run of the night. Brighton goes up 22-12. Under a minute left to go, New Mission down by 10. Simon Jean to Bubba Lynch. They connect for a 39-yard touchdown score. New Mission down by just 4 points. After that touchdown, they would not get the 2-point conversion. So New Mission trying for the onside kick, but Brighton falls on it as Brighton escapes. And what a game there at White Stadium. Let's get you the rest of the scores from the weekend on Friday. East Boston took down Dorchester 34-20. Dorchester was previously undefeated. Pastrana with 140 rushing yards and a touchdown. Chelsea takes it to Charlestown 57-6. Duran with 135 rushing yards and 2 rushing TDs for Chelsea. O'Brien had their way with South Boston 22-6. Rondell Teasdale with 2 rushing touchdowns for the O'Brien Tigers. Boston English coming back in a hurry there with West Roxbury 46-12. Almonte and Buduzing combined for 299 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns for the Blue and Blue. Madison Park just edges out Jeremiah Burke 14-6. Stephon Anderson with the go-ahead touchdown run for the Cardinals, and Weston had their way with Boston Latin 35-7. 4 passing and rushing touchdowns for Wren and the Weston Wildcats. Let's take a look at the standings now in the Boston City League. Boston North standings, there you see Brighton at the top. Undefeated Madison Park and East Boston are going to be fighting it out for a playoff spot up there. Then meanwhile in the Boston South, Dorchester lost this week, but they're still 4-0 in the Boston South. They will play Boston English on Friday, so that is going to be a huge matchup between those 2 teams. That'll be for the league title there in the Boston South. And with the way that the playoffs shape up, Latin Academy could also make it to the playoffs depending on how things work out at the end of the season. So very interesting in the Boston South Division. So a couple of teams still alive and still fighting for playoff spots with some very crucial games coming up in the final week of the regular season. So try to get out to one of these games on Friday. It should be a lot of fun. That's going to do it for sports this week. Be sure to come right back here next week for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.